name is Miranda Aruda, and the topic that I have is federal consumer protection laws. So the first source is the Legal Information Institute. It's from Cornell Law. And the reason why I chose it is because it's very well organized. So it has the legal resources down at the bottom. And then if you want to learn about anything or any legal topics, you can do that. And right away, when I saw this, I saw consumer protection. And this is just going to give you a general understanding of what consumer protection laws are and some related terms to it, like common law, adhesion contracts, and the Federal Trade Commission obviously is something big that's related to it. So that is the first source for paralegals. The next one is the United States Consumer Product Safety Commission. This is a very good source if they're looking for a lot more specific things when it comes to the consumer protection laws. For me, I immediately went to statutes just to kind of get a general understanding of what a paralegal would be dealing with. And this gives specific Consumer Product Safety Act, different acts and different rules and statutes that have been created in relation to consumer protection laws. If someone is looking for a more specific subset of this topic, this is where I would suggest them to go. The next one is the Office of Law Revision Counsel, what we refer to as the United States Code. And immediately, if I was a paralegal, I would type in consumer protection in parentheses to make sure that it is one term. And I would hit search. And then right away, you can see in bold, it shows all the times that consumer protection shows up. And if I was looking for a definition, I would click on the definition and it would give me that. If I was relating it to different topics like garnishment of pay, I would click on that. Orders, short title, emergency supply of agricultural products, all of these have the term consumer protection in it. And if you're just looking for additional information as a paralegal, this could be a very good source to use. The next one is Code of Federal Regulations. I already have typed in consumer protection and I would hit search, which I already have. And down here, again, it just gives statutes and rules related to consumer protection. I would probably start off by clicking standards for consumer products. And as it loads, this would be something that a paralegal could build off of. Again, it's very well organized. It gives it straightforward, just gives the paralegal some general knowledge of, what is a consumer product, and then they can build off and say, okay, this is how the federal protection rights apply to it. The next one is the Federal Trade Commission. I mentioned this earlier in the Cornell Law Review. This one's very beneficial because it has a legal library. So when I click on the legal library, I can then type in consumer protection, hit search. And since federal consumer protection is a very broad topic, if you were looking for something more specific, it does have a consumer protection topic tab. So I could scroll down and hit small business, something like that, apply filters. And then since it is a more specific search, it's going to give you more related topics to what you chose. So this could be a good source for a paralegal to narrow down what they're discussing. And it also shows like case and proceedings. It gives you the type of article or statute that you're working with. And lastly, I incorporated the National Law Review, which is a website with articles. So if you wanted to type in consumer protection, already you can see there's many options that are coming up. So let's go with just general consumer protection and hit search. And it's going to give you all sorts of articles. They're all National Law Review, so they are reliable. And I think this is just another alternative and different secondary source that paralegals could use. So yeah, I mean, these 6 sources are very reliable, and that's pretty much what I've brought to the table for paralegals when it comes to consumer protection.